Greece in winter is a landscape of contrasts, beauty, and quiet enchantment, where snow-dusted mountains meet the deep blue of the Aegean and Ionian seas. Coastal villages shimmer under the glow of candlelight, and city streets in Athens and smaller towns are decorated with twinkling lights and festive ornaments. Winter is not merely a season. It is a canvas for ritual, celebration, and communal warmth, setting the stage for Greek Christmas traditions. The interplay of land and sea shapes, seasonal customs. In fishing villages along the coast, homes and boats are adorned with lanterns and decorations, symbolizing light, guidance, and protection during the long nights. The sea itself becomes part of the celebration. Decorated boats, ceremonial lighting, and coastal processions create a visual and spiritual connection between human activity and the natural environment, echoing ancient maritime heritage. Winter's darkness accentuates the importance of light and fire in Greek homes. Candles illuminate streets, churches, and interiors, providing warmth, safety, and symbolism. Each flame represents hope, divine presence, and the illumination of faith, creating an atmosphere that blends the mystical with the familiar. This light guides families, communities, and carolers through the season, forging an emotional and cultural connection that is both intimate and communal. Greek Christmas is steeped in folklore and myth, often intertwined with religious observance. Traditions such as Kalanda caroling, led by children, often accompanied by small instruments, blend sacred narrative, playful mischief, and community engagement. Songs recount the Nativity, local legends, and moral lessons, embedding ethical and spiritual reflection within communal enjoyment. The combination of melody, story, and participation makes music an immersive and enduring feature of the season. The mountains and villages provide a backdrop for rituals that connect families to ancient heritage. Homes are decorated with natural elements such as olive branches, herbs, and pine, reflecting both aesthetic sensibility and symbolic meaning. In rural regions, families gather around fire and table, combining practical survival with spiritual and communal preparation. These rituals bridge the gap between pagan, folkloric, and Christian traditions, demonstrating the continuity of cultural expression across centuries. The sensory experience of Greek winter is the crunch of snow on mountain paths, the scent of olive oil, spices, and baked goods, and the visual interplay of candlelight, lanterns, and stars create a deeply immersive environment. Sound is equally vital. Church bells, carols, and village melodies echo through the night, enriching the emotional resonance of the season and reinforcing communal cohesion. Food, music, and ritual are inseparable from spiritual observance. In homes and communities, preparations for Christmas involve baking, cooking, singing, and storytelling, providing hands-on participation that engages all members of society. Children learn traditions through action, connecting narrative to sensory experience and ensuring cultural continuity. Each candle lit, each sung, and each dish prepared becomes a living expression of heritage. Modern Greece preserves and adapts these traditions. Urban celebrations include public lighting, markets, and concerts, while rural and coastal communities maintain intimate, localized customs. Despite modernization, the emotional and cultural core, light, faith, folklore, and communal celebration remain central, ensuring that Greek Christmas retains authenticity, warmth, and depth. Greece in winter demonstrates how nature, faith, and human creativity converge to shape a season that is simultaneously practical, festive, and magical. The snow-capped mountains, glittering sea, and candlelit homes provide a stage for rituals that illuminate hearts and minds, connecting past and present, myth and reality, family and community. In every home, village, and boat, the spirit of Greek Christmas emerges as a living tapestry of light, song, and celebration, guiding participants through winter's darkness into joy, reflection, and togetherness. Long before the birth of Christ was celebrated across Greece, the people observed midwinter festivals rooted in pagan and pre-Christian traditions. These celebrations marked the solstice, honored the cycles of nature, and fostered communal cohesion during the harshest months. Fire, song, and ritualized food were central, creating practices that would later merge with Orthodox Christian observances to form the rich tapestry of Greek Christmas. The winter solstice was a time to honor the return of the sun and the promise of longer days. Villagers lit bonfires, decorated homes with herbs and greenery, and sang seasonal songs. These acts served both practical and symbolic purposes. Fire provided warmth and protection, while song and decoration fostered joy, social cohesion, and cultural continuity. Community gatherings reinforced solidarity, ensuring that survival and celebration went hand in hand. Feasting played a crucial role. Families and neighbors shared grains, vegetables, dried fish, and seasonal treats, creating opportunities for social bonding and ethical teaching. Ritualized meals were accompanied by songs and stories, combining nourishment with cultural education and moral guidance. Each dish had significance, representing prosperity, fertility, and divine blessing, embedding meaning into the act of eating. Household spirits, nymphs, and local deities were honored with offerings to protect the home, crops, and livestock during winter. Children were taught the importance of attentiveness, respect, and morality through these practices, blending ethics with imagination. These customs laid the groundwork for later folklore, including caroling, moral tales, and symbolic rituals associated with Christmas. The introduction of Christianity in Greece, particularly Orthodox Christianity, integrated pre-existing pagan elements into a layered religious and cultural celebration. Candlelight, ritual feasting, and music were preserved while being imbued with Christian significance. The Nativity became the central narrative, merging spiritual devotion with long-standing seasonal customs. Symbols such as olive branches, fire, and stars were reinterpreted to reflect divine light, guidance, and spiritual protection. Caroling, or Kalanda, has roots in these ancient rituals. Initially performed to honor the solstice and spirits, it evolved to celebrate Christ's birth while retaining folkloric elements. Children and adults traverse neighborhoods singing songs, receiving blessings or small treats in return. These performances blend narrative, morality, and music, ensuring that ancient customs remain meaningful, participatory, and culturally resonant. Music was integral to both pagan and Christian observance. Folk melodies, rhythmic chants, and seasonal songs provided auditory structure, marking ritual moments, teaching lessons, and enhancing communal cohesion. Instruments such as small drums, flutes, or stringed instruments often accompanied song, linking sound to movement and storytelling, reinforcing engagement across generations. Regional variation enriched these traditions. Coastal communities incorporated maritime elements, decorating boats and celebrating sea-based rituals. Mountain villages emphasized fire, communal gatherings, and folk performances. Despite these differences, the core principles of light, ritual, music, and communal participation remained consistent across geography and community size. Even in modern Greece, echoes of ancient winter practices persist. Candlelit homes, symbolic decorations, ritual meals, and communal gatherings reflect continuous cultural transmission, connecting present celebrations with centuries-old traditions. These practices demonstrate the adaptability of folklore, allowing traditions to evolve while preserving ethical, spiritual, and communal values. Through the fusion of pre-Christian and Christian elements, Greek winter celebrations became a living tradition where nature, ritual, and faith converge. Fire, music, storytelling, and community activity transform winter darkness into a season of light, meaning, and joy, preparing individuals and families to participate fully in the spiritual and cultural richness of Christmas. At the heart of Greek Christmas is the tradition of Kalanda, a practice that blends music, folklore, and communal celebration. Kalanda involves groups of children and adults moving from house to house, singing carols that recount the Nativity, local legends, and moral lessons, often accompanied by small instruments such as triangles, drums, or flutes. These performances create a participatory, immersive experience that engages performers and listeners alike. The ritual begins with preparation. Children craft simple instruments or rehearse songs in school and at home, learning lyrics, melodies, and the associated stories. Each kara carries cultural and moral significance, teaching lessons of generosity, faith, and community, while embedding folklore into a tangible, performative act. The The preparation itself fosters anticipation, practice, and social cohesion among participants. As corolas travel through villages, towns, or urban neighborhoods, they are often led by a symbolic star, representing the Star of Bethlehem. The star illuminates the procession, linking each household to the broader narrative of Christ's birth. This visual and symbolic element connects individual performance to communal participation, reinforcing the interplay of faith, folklore, and ritual. The songs themselves are richly layered. Some recount biblical narratives, others retell local legends or cautionary tales, and many combine humor with moral instruction. The diversity of content ensures that Kalanda is both entertaining and instructive, embedding social and ethical guidance within a joyful, communal context. In addition, the songs often incorporate local dialects, regional musical styles, and improvisation, reflecting the dynamic nature of cultural transmission. Kalanda is not limited to children. Adults participate in organized caroling groups, school events, church performances, and public festivals, blending traditional and contemporary musical forms. This broad participation ensures that the tradition is intergenerational, culturally resilient, and socially binding, connecting urban and rural communities alike. In coastal regions, Kalanda often incorporates maritime symbolism. Carols may reference boats, the sea, or fishing traditions, reflecting the natural and economic environment of the community. In mountainous villages, songs emphasize hearth, forest, and folklore, reinforcing the connection between land, livelihood, and narrative tradition. Despite regional variation, the core participatory and symbolic essence of Kalanda remains consistent across Greece. Music and movement are intertwined. Singing is accompanied by rhythmic gestures, simple dances, and sometimes role-play of nativity characters, creating a multisensory, immersive experience. Children and adults alike experience the stories physically and emotionally, ensuring that knowledge, morality, and cultural memory are internalized through active participation rather than passive observation. Modern technology has expanded the reach of Kalanda. School performances, televised concerts, and online broadcasts allow distant communities and diaspora populations to engage with the tradition, preserving both musical and narrative elements. Despite these innovations, the emotional and cultural core of Kalanda, participation, storytelling, and communal joy remains intact, ensuring continuity across generations. Through Kalanda, Greek Christmas becomes a living festival of sound, story, and social connection, where children, families, and communities actively participate in maintaining heritage. Music illuminates the winter night. The star guides the procession, and every song reinforces faith, morality, and communal identity, ensuring that the season resonates deeply within both home and heart. Greek Christmas is inseparable from the Orthodox faith, which provides spiritual depth, ritual structure, and communal cohesion to the season. Celebrated on January 7th, according to the Julian calendar, the holiday blends centuries-old religious observances with folk practices, creating a holistic experience in which faith, ritual, and culture converge. The Nativity fast, preceding Christmas by 40 days, encourages reflection, discipline, and spiritual preparation. During this period, families adhere to dietary restrictions, abstaining from meat, dairy, and rich foods, focusing on humility, patience, and mindfulness. This fasting period fosters moral reflection, preparing hearts and minds to receive the spiritual significance of the holiday. Church services form the centerpiece of Orthodox observance. On Christmas Eve, congregations gather for the all-night vigil, a solemn service featuring candlelight, incense, and hymns. The atmosphere combines reverence, and communal devotion, allowing worshipers to experience spiritual intimacy and collective reflection. Hymns recount the birth of Christ, intertwining biblical narrative with local musical tradition to create a layered sensory and emotional experience. Iconography is central to ritual. Churches and homes display icons depicting the Nativity, saints, and angels, providing visual anchors for prayer and meditation. These images guide worshippers' attention, reinforcing theological and cultural understanding while serving as a medium for contemplation and spiritual instruction. In rural homes, small icon corners often accompany candlelight, creating intimate spaces for prayer and reflection. The Nativity service emphasizes light and illumination, symbolizing Christ as the light of the world. Candles, lanterns, and church chandeliers transform dark winter nights into sacred spaces of warmth and guidance. This ritual use of light reflects pre-Christian solstice traditions, while anchoring them within Orthodox theology, merging folklore and faith in a meaningful, culturally resonant way. Music and chant accompany ritual. Choirs perform liturgical hymns in unison, their voices echoing through stone churches and open halls. Folk melodies are often woven into sacred repertoire, bridging local culture with spiritual observance. The auditory environment enhances emotional engagement and communal memory, ensuring participants internalize the narratives and ethical teachings of the season. Family and community rituals complement formal worship. After services, homes are filled with song, storytelling, and celebration, blending sacred and social practices. Children participate in caroling, star processions, and the retelling of nativity stories, connecting folklore to faith in a hands-on, participatory manner. These activities reinforce intergenerational learning, ensuring cultural and religious continuity. Regional variation shapes the expression of faith. Coastal villages integrate maritime symbols, blessing boats, and performing rituals by the water. Mountainous or inland communities focus on hearth, candlelight, and communal gatherings. Despite differences in practice, the spiritual and moral essence of Orthodox observance remains consistent, uniting diverse communities in shared purpose and celebration. Modern Greek Orthodox observance continues to adapt while maintaining tradition. Urban congregations blend public liturgies with folk performances, while rural homes preserve intimate practices of fasting, prayer, and song. Digital media, including online broadcasts of services and church events, extends participation, allowing communities and diaspora populations to engage without losing ritual depth or cultural authenticity. Through church, ritual, and nativity observance, Greek Christmas becomes a season of spiritual illumination, ethical reflection, and communal cohesion. Faith structures daily activity, guides moral understanding, and integrates folklore, music, and family celebration into a unified, immersive experience. Winter darkness is transformed into light, warmth, and connection, ensuring that the sacred, social, and cultural dimensions of Christmas remain alive and resonant across Greece. If you're enjoying it, ingui wheat os like, share your thoughts in the comments, and follow World Traditions so we can keep creating more videos. Food is a cornerstone of Greek Christmas, serving as nourishment, ritual, and a medium for cultural memory. Across the country, holiday tables are filled with symbolic dishes that reflect regional diversity, Orthodox fasting practices, and centuries of culinary tradition. Each preparation, ingredient, and ritual carries spiritual, social, and cultural significance, connecting participants to history, family, and faith. The Sviat, the Kir meal, begins with fasting-compliant dishes, honoring the spiritual preparation of the faithful. Olive oil, legumes, and vegetables are central, emphasizing humility, reflection, and adherence to religious observance. These dishes are often served with breads and grains, symbolizing prosperity and divine blessing, creating a meal that is both nourishing and spiritually meaningful. Signature festive dishes include Christopsomo, or Christ's bread, a sweet yeasted loaf adorned with symbolic decorations, typically baked with sesame seeds or intricate cross patterns. Christopsomo embodies faith, blessing, and the centrality of Christ in the celebration. Families gather to prepare and bake it, reinforcing intergenerational connection, teaching culinary skill, and instilling reverence for tradition. Sweet treats are essential to holiday cheer. Melomakarona, honey-soaked cookies spiced with cinnamon and cloves, and kourabiedes, almond shortbread dusted with powdered sugar, are staples in every household. Preparing these confections is a participatory activity. Children help shape dough. Elders provide guidance, and families bond through shared labor. The aroma, flavor, and texture of these sweets evoke memory, joy, and cultural identity. Seafood and lamb are central to festive feasts, reflecting Greece's geography and Orthodox tradition. In coastal villages, fish dishes honor local heritage, while inland and mountain regions favor roasted meats. Seasonal herbs, spices, and local ingredients tie the meal to both land and tradition, connecting taste to place and history. Beverages complement the feast. Spiced wine, herbal teas, and compotes accompany meals, enhancing flavor while contributing to the warmth and conviviality of shared dining. Drinks often accompany caroling or community gatherings, further linking food with music, story, and ritual. Preparation of the Christmas meal is highly rich. Recipes are passed down through generations, and the act of cooking itself becomes a form of cultural transmission. Families instruct children in proper techniques, symbolic meanings of ingredients, and the ethical and spiritual lessons associated with shared food. Every action from kneading dough to setting the table reinforces community, respect, and participation. Regional variation enriches Greek Christmas cuisine. Coastal areas emphasize seafood, urban centers balance tradition with modern ingredients, and mountainous regions highlight grains, herbs, and meats. Despite differences, the symbolic and communal essence of the meal remains constant, ensuring that food is both a medium of celebration and a vessel for cultural memory. Special rituals accompany the meal. Family members may share pieces of Christopsomo for blessings or distribute sweets to neighbors and the poor, reflecting the values of generosity, hospitality, and moral responsibility embedded in Orthodox and folk traditions. These actions link eating with ethical reflection and communal engagement. Modern Greece continues to honor these culinary traditions while incorporating contemporary influences. Markets, restaurants, and home kitchens showcase traditional dishes alongside modern adaptations, ensuring accessibility without compromising symbolic or ritual meaning. Through these meals, Greek families sustain a living tradition where taste, preparation, and sharing reinforce faith, folklore, and social bonds. Food, therefore, is not merely sustenance during Greek Christmas. It is ritual, memory, and celebration, connecting generations, regions, and faith. Every dish prepared, shared, and savored illuminates the winter season, fostering warmth, community, and continuity. Through culinary practice, Greece transforms winter into a season of joy, reflection, and immersive cultural engagement, ensuring that the spirit of Christmas thrives in both body and heart. Music is a central pillar of Greek Christmas, weaving together faith, folklore, and communal participation. From church hymns to folk melodies and children's carols, seasonal music shapes both spiritual and cultural experiences, transforming homes, villages, and urban centers into immersive soundscapes that resonate with joy, reflection, and shared identity. At the core of musical tradition are the Kalanda, the carols sung by children and adults during house-to-house visits. Accompanied by simple instruments such as triangles, small drums, or flutes, these songs recount the Nativity, local legends, and moral lessons. Participation fosters ethical reflection, cultural literacy, and communal cohesion, allowing children and adults alike to actively engage with heritage and faith while contributing to neighborhood festivity. Choirs enhance the auditory richness of the season. Churches host liturgical choirs performing Byzantine chants, hymns, and traditional Christmas songs during nativity services and all-night vigils. Choirs also participate in public concerts and cultural events, blending sacred and folk repertoires. The combination of vocal harmony, ritual context, and visual ceremonial elements creates a multisensory spiritual experience, reinforcing cultural memory and emotional resonance. Instrumental accompaniment further enriches performances. Traditional Greek instruments, such as the bouzouki, lyra, and lute, accompany secular carols and folk songs, blending historical musical forms with contemporary arrangements. Instrumental music bridges sacred and secular contexts, enhancing participation and reinforcing the connection between sound, story, and seasonal ritual. Regional variation highlights the diversity of Greek Christmas music. Coastal communities incorporate maritime references in songs and rhythms, reflecting seafaring heritage and local folklore. Mountain villages emphasize percussive, rhythmic melodies aligned with communal dances and story enactments. Despite differences, the participatory and symbolic essence of music is consistent, linking faith, folklore, and community across Greece. Domestic music is equally significant. Families sing together while preparing meals, decorating homes, or telling stories, integrating melody into daily activity. Children learn songs, harmonies, and storytelling techniques through direct participation, internalizing cultural knowledge and moral lessons while contributing to household celebration. Modern technology has expanded musical engagement. Televised concerts, online performances, and digital recordings allow wider audiences to experience Kalanda and church hymns, connecting diaspora communities to homeland traditions. These innovations ensure that music continues to transmit heritage while embracing contemporary accessibility. Music is a vehicle for narrative, memory, and morality. Hymns and carols recount biblical stories, local folklore, and ethical lessons, while instruments enhance rhythm and emotional impact. Participation strengthens bonds between generations, neighborhoods, and communities, fostering shared identity and cultural continuity. Through music, Greek Christmas becomes a living, participatory festival, where sound illuminates winter darkness, conveys narrative, and reinforces moral and cultural values. Choirs, instruments, and carolers animate the season, turning homes, streets, and churches into spaces of communal joy, reflection, and spiritual engagement. In Greece, the auditory landscape of Christmas transforms winter into a season of memory, moral instruction, and shared celebration, ensuring that faith, folklore, and music remain intertwined. The sound of carols, hymns, and instruments carries the spirit of Christmas across generations, illuminating hearts and minds while preserving a rich and immersive cultural tradition. Greece's unique geography, with its thousands of islands and extensive coastline, gives Christmas a distinctive character. Boats and maritime culture are deeply embedded in seasonal traditions. In coastal villages, homes and fishing boats are adorned with lights, greenery, and symbolic decorations, merging natural beauty with spiritual and cultural celebration. One of the most iconic practices is the decoration of boats for Christmas. Fishermen and families embellish vessels with lanterns, garlands, and stars, transforming them into floating symbols of hope, faith, and communal identity. These illuminated boats often participate in processions along harbors, accompanied by singing, blessing ceremonies, and festive gatherings. The practice honors the sea as a source of sustenance, protection, and inspiration. Linking ancient maritime heritage to modern Christian observance, caroling and Kalanda are also central to coastal life. Groups of children travel through neighborhoods, singing songs and carrying the star zirka, sometimes visiting boats as well as homes. Songs recount the Nativity, folklore, and moral lessons, blending entertainment with cultural and spiritual education. Participation reinforces intergenerational learning and communal connection, ensuring the traditions remain alive and actively practiced. In urban centers, public squares, churches, and cultural institutions host concerts, markets, and performances, creating inclusive and interactive spaces. Cities like Athens and Thessaloniki showcase large-scale Christmas trees, lights, and festive installations, providing both aesthetic delight and opportunities for communal engagement. Folk performances, including vertepe and seasonal plays, link the modern city with rural and historical traditions, preserving cultural continuity. Family rituals remain at the core of Greek Christmas. Homes are decorated with olive branches, pine, candles, and stars, while families prepare Christopsomo, melomakarona, and kourabiedes, embedding symbolism, memory, and spirituality into each dish. Children participate in preparation, learning culinary skill, folklore, and moral values, creating a hands-on, multi-sensory engagement with tradition. Music complements both religious and social celebrations. Choirs, folk ensembles, and domestic singing ensure that melody, story, and spiritual reflection permeate every aspect of the season. Modern adaptations incorporate amplified instruments and recordings, while maintaining participatory elements, ensuring that tradition remains immersive and accessible. Tourism and media play an increasing role in sustaining and sharing these traditions. Visitors to Greek islands and coastal towns experience boat decorations, community caroling, and culinary rituals, creating cross-cultural appreciation and supporting local economies. Online platforms broadcast events, performances, and religious ceremonies, allowing global audiences to engage with authentic practices without diminishing ritual depth. Regional variation enriches celebration. Island communities emphasize boats, sea blessings, and maritime carols. Mountain and inland villages focus on hearth, domestic song, and Orthodox services. Urban areas blend modern spectacle with traditional ritual, demonstrating flexibility and cultural resilience. Despite variation, the underlying themes, faith, folklore, communal participation, and seasonal joy, remain consistent. Modern Greek Christmas balances ancient ritual with contemporary adaptation. Public events, media coverage, and tourism integrate with home-centered practices, ensuring that traditions endure while remaining relevant. Music, ritual, food, and maritime practices combine to create an immersive, emotionally resonant experience that links land, sea, and community. Through boats, carols, urban spectacle, and familial practice, Greek Christmas exemplifies the integration of environment, faith, and culture. Winter darkness is transformed into illumination, song, and communal warmth. Tradition thrives both in home kitchens and along sunlit harbors, demonstrating that the spirit of Christmas is living, participatory, and enduring, carrying the heart of Greece through frost, snow, and starlit skies. As winter envelops Greece in long nights and crisp air, Christmas emerges as a season of light, faith, and communal celebration, uniting ancient tradition with contemporary festivity. Across mountains, villages, and coastal towns, homes are illuminated with candles, lanterns, and decorations, casting warmth and radiance into the cold darkness. Light is not merely functional, it is symbolic, representing hope, divine guidance, and the enduring presence of Christ in Greek Orthodox observance. Candlelit interiors, flickering along windowsills and icon corners, create spaces of intimacy, reflection, and spiritual continuity, linking generations through shared ritual. The Kalanda, or caroling tradition, continues to thrive, connecting children, families, and communities through music, story, and participation. Groups travel from house to house, carding stars zirka that symbolize the Star of Bethlehem, and singing songs that blend biblical narrative, folklore, and moral instruction. These carols reinforce social bonds, ethical reflection, and cultural memory, ensuring that the past is preserved through active engagement. Children internalize the lessons of generosity, patience, and reverence, while contributing to communal joy, embodying the participatory essence of Greek Christmas. Coastal traditions imbue the season with a maritime character unique to Greece. Boats are adorned with lanterns, pine, and symbolic ornaments, creating floating displays of light along harbors. In somatones, processions of illuminated vessels accompany, blending folk, custom, community engagement, and maritime heritage. These rituals honor the sea as a source of sustenance, protection, and cultural identity, connecting modern celebration with ancestral practice and collective memory. Food remains central to the season, linking family, ritual, and community. The Vecchiari meal features symbolic breads such as Christopsomo, sweet honey-coated treats like melomakarona and kourabiedes, and regional specialties including lamb, seafood, and vegetables. Each dish carries historical, spiritual, and ethical significance, embodying prosperity, divine blessing, and familial care. Preparation is a communal act. Children assist elders, recipes are shared, and storytelling accompanies cooking, creating a multi-sensory and intergenerational experience that embeds tradition in everyday life. Music pervades both sacred and secular celebrations. Churches host liturgical choirs, performing Byzantine chants, hymns, and seasonal songs, while folk ensembles and families perform carols and melodies in homes and public spaces. Instruments such as the bouzouki, lyra, and lauto accompanied performances bridging rural and urban, sacred and secular, past and present. Sound enhances ritual and celebration, conveying narrative, emotion, and cultural identity while uniting communities across geography and generation. Modern Greece preserves these traditions while adapting to contemporary life. Urban centers feature public concerts, festive markets, and large-scale decorations, drawing locals and tourists into interactive, participatory celebration. Media and technology extend engagement, broadcasting church services, performances, and caroling events to diaspora communities worldwide. Despite modernization, the emotional, cultural, and spiritual core of Greek Christmas remains intact, ensuring continuity of heritage. The enduring power of Greek Christmas lies in its integration of faith, folklore, and community. Light illuminates winter's darkness. Music connects hearts and generations. Ritual and food create shared meaning, and maritime tradition ties culture to the land and sea. Each act singing a carol, lighting a candle, preparing a festive meal. Decorating a boat is simultaneously spiritual, cultural, and communal, reinforcing the season's multifaceted significance. And if this journey through Greece's Christmas traditions has inspired you, join the celebration. Like this video to honor enduring customs. Comment below where you're watching from and share your favorite seasonal ritual. Subscribe to World Traditions to discover more captivating cultural celebrations from around the world. Ultimately, Greek Christmas transforms winter into a living festival of light, joy, and reflection. It teaches moral values, strengthens social bonds, and preserves centuries of cultural memory, all while allowing families and communities to participate actively in sustaining tradition. Through music, ritual, culinary practice, and maritime symbolism, the country demonstrates that faith, folklore, and communal engagement can turn the darkest season into a radiant celebration of life, heritage, and human connection.